Good day, my craft along buddies. This is Jennifer with Just Crafting Along. Welcome to my channel. Well, good day, my craft along buddies, and welcome back. You're probably wondering, what in the world does she have on her desk? Probably trying to figure it out. Well, I do have a new file on my desk, and we're going to dive into a new company that's been around for a long time because I have been following them for years, but never jumped into any of their files. Now that I'm a design team member for Marjorie Ann Designs, and I've been doing a lot of paper piercing, I thought I would give the other company that I really like, that I've been following for years and love their products, just never tried them. I thought I would give them a try and go on an adventure. So I am now trying out Dreaming Tree. I will be going over to my computer here in a second to show you guys the file and show you a picture of the card that we will be making today. Today we are going to be making Chloe's greeting card. Chloe is a mom-to-be. I do have a special mom-to-be in our family that we will be celebrating at the end of the month. So I thought this was a perfect card for her and for her special day coming up at the end of February. Chloe is part of the Spring Whispers collection. Once you buy this file, you'll get 3 separate cards to make. Dreaming Tree is perfect. Dreaming Tree has tons and tons of videos. Wonderful channel. If you can find them on Facebook or YouTube or both, please follow them because they have great videos, wonderful products. I absolutely am in love. I have houses I'm going to be making, cards I'm going to be making. I have a lot in store for you all. So we're going to go ahead and jump on over to my computer and we'll go from there. So I wanted to bring you over to my computer so I can show you the bundle set. This is going to be the Spring Whispers from Dreaming Tree. With the Spring Whispers bundle, you are going to be getting all 3 of these files. Each file contains the envelope inside the download. So this is going to be on the right. This is going to be Chloe. This is the one that we're working with today. The one in the middle is going to be April, and the one on the end is going to be Florette. Again, they all come with their envelopes included in the download. If you're you can buy all of these separately on the website, but I suggest to go ahead and get the file unless you really just want one. So let me go ahead and take you over to Dreaming Tree's website. And again, we're working on today. This is going to be Chloe, what the envelope is included in the file. So let me go ahead and get rid of that one also. And we're going to go to Dreaming Tree's website. On Dreaming Tree's website, I absolutely love their website. The website is going to be 3dsvg.com. I love their website. So let's go ahead and punch in our spring collection. And let me show you what I mean by the reason why I like it. The reason why I like their website is because here you have the Spring Whispers bundle. You see all 3 of the girls. Right here in this middle section, you can view each girl separately, each card separately, and it tells you what the price would be if you were to buy that by itself. So right here you can see $369. This is $9 and some odd change separately. So I mean, it's $3, it's $9.90-ish. So why wouldn't you get all 3 files for $6.99? So if you click on Chloe, it will take you to Chloe's greeting card. And what you can do is if you scroll down, this is why I absolutely love this website. So it shows you a video of their assembly. So if you click on this, it's going to take you to their YouTube channel and it will show you how Leo assembles the card. This is going to be a trailer for it. Shows you the trailer for the bundle. Compatibility, it's going to show you what machines it works with and what things. Dimensions, it's going to show you the dimensions. And it shows you that I own these. All 3 of these, I own all 3 of them because I bought the bundle. It also gives you a supply list of what they use to make this card. So when Leo made this card, these are the card stacks that he used. The glue, the foam squares, the satin ribbon, the black pen, the hot glue. So everything is on here to show you what they use. So I absolutely love their website. So let me go ahead and go back here real quick. And again, this is the bundle set. If I was to scroll down, it's going to show you the assembly card for April. And then it's going to show you the assembly card for Chloe. And then it's going to show you the assembly card for Threat. So it's all right here. And then you can go ahead and search. So what I suggest to do is go ahead and buy this bundle if you're interested in any of this and you think any of these girls resemble anyone that you would want to give a card to. I say get the whole entire bundle. Come to Dream Tree, go to their main page and shop around. A lot of their products are very nice, and once you own them, it tells you right here. So if I'm scrolling through and I'm like, oh, I really like this house, it says I own it. So I'm like, oh, I own that. So then if I go to the next page, do I own anything here? So the next page, it will show you exactly what you own here. So it's going to show you right here. If I'm scrolling through and I'm like, oh, I like this set. Owned, 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 owned. And the reason why these three are showing is because this is the collection and I own all three of them. So I would suggest that you just go onto Dream Tree and give it a looky, find something you like. Free files, they're free SVGs, and as you can see, you can get some nice free things just to try it out to see how you like it. If you're new to paper piercing, I would suggest that you buy one of these, or actually get one of these files for free, try it out, cut it out, and see how you like it. So as you can see, I own this file. So I do have some free things in my stash. So this is their website. I suggest that you just go ahead and if you have not visited Dream Tree's website, go ahead and give them a look. Again, it's 3dsvg.com. I hope that answers some questions. We're going to jump right back over to the table and go ahead and make Chloe. I'm going to go ahead and do this file with you guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ink it. I'm going to put it together. Inking, there's only going to be a few pieces to ink. I think this card is going to be relatively easy to put together, but I'm going to do it in sections with you guys. So I'm going to go ahead. You can refer back to this video or to Dream Tree's video on Spring Whispers, or just punch in Chloe and you'll see the card making from them. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. We are going to go ahead and put these two aside. We are going to concentrate on this panel. I did get these trays. I absolutely love these trays. Like I said, I am a Marjorie Ann Designs team member. I have these trays and small round trays. I got these from Target, from the kids section, the plate section. I guess 6 of them for $3. And I love them. They're big enough for my big pieces, small pieces. I mean, you can see I use all of the tray. So they stack very well together, and they don't take up a lot of room. So I will put this one aside too. We're gonna work on this. This is the outer layer. So this is our card base. I'm not gonna do any inking or anything like that because we're gonna go straight to the edges. This card goes all the way to the edges. And on the inside, the other thing I'm not gonna do is I am not going to be doing the inside of the card that they show online. I'm only doing the outside. I'm gonna be putting my own inside with my own message. So I don't want the gift bag. I want to be able to put a saying in here. So what we're gonna get my scoreboard out. So we're gonna go ahead and line this up right to here. And we're gonna find, this is 10, so we're gonna go right at 5 is gonna be our halfway mark. And we're just gonna find the number 5. And I'm gonna do this on the inside so I have a better fold. Just find that 5 mark. And we're just gonna give it a cute little bend right in the middle. And what that's going to do is be able to bend inward. But on the inside, you're going to get that book-like mark. See how the score line is right here? And this side is indented. You don't want that on the outside. You want that on the inside. So you want this cute little, almost like a binding, if you can see it. I'm going to do it one more time, just so we have a good line. And all we're going to do is go ahead and give that a good bend right in the middle. Let that fold. We are going to go ahead and burnish that in a second once we know it's good. What we're going to do is set that aside. We're going to go ahead and ink up our green. And you can do just a subtle inking. I believe you don't have to ink anything. This will just give it a little bit more dimension. Get out my green. And any green will do that kind of matches. I am using Diamond Press. I do like their inks. So if you have a collection of ink that you like, go ahead and list them in the comments. I would love to know what the community likes to use, what kind of inks they like to use. If they have a company they like, or a brand that they like, or anything that they like to use. So we're gonna go ahead and put that away. So then we're gonna put this right to the edge. You wanna bring that all the way down to the corners. Have our grass on. What we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna go ahead and go to our white piece. This is gonna be your mountains. This is gonna be the mountains on the background, and it's gonna fit right in here, like that. So we're gonna glue that in. We're also gonna be gluing this little piece right here. This is gonna be your snow cap, and this is gonna be your mountain ridge, and it fits in nice and neatly right here. I'm not gonna glue it with you guys. I'm gonna do this separately, but I wanted to show you what pieces go where. So this goes here. Look, it's already on, and barely have to do anything. So this fits in nice and easy like a puzzle. So and then this piece, we're gonna ink that up, and we're gonna put that piece right here. So I'm gonna do those two off camera. Those two are gonna be adhered on. The next thing that we're gonna work on, so see how it gives it that mountain ridge in the back, is gonna be our fence line. I'm gonna go ahead and ink this up also with you guys on camera. These two I'm gonna go ahead and adhere. So the one thing that I did learn from Leo that I had not learned in my 20+ years of doing scrapbooking and paper piercing and stamping and just crafting, I did learn something new from somebody. So Leo does do in his videos, which I'm going to go ahead and show you what he does just in case you don't watch their videos, is when he has a little piece that's up right here in the corner, instead of trying to get your bottle in there and squeezing out a whole bunch of glue, he puts a little bit of glue on the edge right here, kind of smears it out a little bit, and then he'll run it underneath here and get a little bit of glue on this edge and then push it down. How smart is that? That is like the coolest trick I have ever seen in my crafting experience. I absolutely love it. So take little pieces and keep them because you might need them. Now as we're on to our fence, this is gonna be our fence line. I'm gonna bring back out my glass mat vintage photo, and we're gonna go very light-handed on this. We're just gonna kind of dab around and give it a little bit of ink and try to get that white out of there. We don't want too much, but we're gonna go around those edges really good. So you just wanna ink up those outer pieces just to kind of give them a little bit more dimension. We're just gonna kind of run this around. Don't squeeze too much, you just want a little bit of glue. In this little groove right here, so we're gonna start right here. We're gonna put this right here, and we're gonna follow along with that line. And there we go. How perfect is that? Do is ink up this tree. We're gonna start with this bottom piece of this tree, and this tree is gonna go right along this ridge of the post of the fence. So we'll do anything to kind of give it a little bit of depth. What I do is if I want to see if my pink is gonna match, it's gonna look good, I'll just do it on the back to see if I like it, and it blends in very well. So no one can see that. So if you ever want to test out your ink, just do it on the back of your project and you can see if it's going to look good. So what we're going to do is go right along these edges, and I'm just going to swirl pieces out. So concentrate on this bottom, and we just want to give it a little bit of color. We're going to stick that right on that brown piece. That's going to be our guide. And then when we come up here, we're going to go ahead and make sure that this is in the corner. We'll make sure that that is not overlapping the corner. We're going to try our best to get that right on the edge, which we did. Perfect. Squeeze a little bit. There we go. Give it a little bit of love. We're going to tap this down right here and smooth it out. There we go. How cute. So any edges that stick out, just get yourself a scrap piece of paper and put some glue on the bottom of that. That is like the best hack I have ever seen in my crafting journey. I tell you, that is one of the best things. One of the coolest tricks I've ever come across. So thank you, Leo. So that piece was kind of up a little bit, and all I do is do that and push, and look at, perfect. I don't have to try to get my bottle in there and squeeze. So we're just gonna give that a little bit of love. We're gonna open up our card, and we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna give it a little bit of love. And all this does is kind of smooth out that glue. So I did go ahead and ink up my brown. I did go ahead and ink up my little pink that matches this color. This is an off pink color that's going to rest right in here. So we're going to do this one in a different color pink, but you want to make these edges kind of dark so they don't get lost inside your design. So what we're going to do is go ahead and do this one with you. Stand out a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And before I glue it down, I like to make sure that my edges are going to look really cute. So this one's going to line up right here. This one's going to line up right here. Kind of stands out. So you want these colored edges to kind of stand out a little bit, but you still want to see the pink in the background. So what we're going to do now is this is how it's going to line up. You are going to go ahead and glue this one to here. Then this one, your second piece is going to glue on and go right here. Oh, look how cute this is. And then this one's going to glue on and go right here. And like I said, they did a great job making these into puzzle pieces. This is one big puzzle that you color. So, and this one's just going to turn right like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on the back sides and we'll put them together. Slide that up a little bit. You have a little bit of wiggle time with Barely Art glue, just a little bit. You don't have much, but you have enough time to kind of wiggle it on. And we'll go ahead and put this right here. It lines up perfectly. You just want to match up those holes. Oh my goodness, look how, this is like butter. Like it just literally falls into place. There is no guessing, no fussing. I mean, I had to push a little bit right here, but this lines up beautifully. This is perfect. So we're just gonna give that a little bit of love and push that down. And then we have one more piece for our tree. And see how good inking your edges does for your project. Look how good that looks. So we're gonna go right here. So this little notch right here is where we're gonna start, and then all of our pieces will line up. So that's good. That's good to know. That little notch is this little notch right here. So we can go ahead and glue this, put a little bit of glue on there. And you want your texture side on the outside. You want your texture to be able to see your texture and to give it a little bit of dimension. I like using textured paper. Maybe a little bit more. There we go. So you can go ahead and use regular cardstock, whatever cardstock you have on hand. I try to follow their colors the best as possible, but you can make this any color you wanted to. You could do whatever you wanted with this. So I'm gonna go ahead and line up that notch right there. This is gonna fall right even with all these little pieces right here. And all you wanna do is like a puzzle. You want it to fit. There we go. Look how stinking cute. This is cute all by itself. You don't, or a season card, that would be perfect. You could, you know, like if someone lives on a farm or has horses or something, this would be cute to kind of go along that line. So let's go ahead and move on to our next, and I think that's gonna be Chloe. I think we're gonna put this aside and we're gonna work on Chloe. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go on to Chloe. But I wanted to show you the one thing that you do when you do use liquid glue. It starts to warp your card a little bit. So all you got to do is kind of give that a bend. We got a lot of layers in there, and all we're going to do is kind of bend that and relax those fibers in that paper. And we're just going to kind of see now my card is laying flat. So if your card starts to kind of scope up a little bit, kind of bend up a little bit, just kind of give it a little bit of a love. Just kind of massage it a little bit, give it a cute little paper massage, and it should just kind of lay flat for you. That glue is drying and it's kind of shrinking and bringing everything up. So you just got to kind of tame it and give it a little bit of love, and it should lay down for you. So we're going to push that aside. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to work on Chloe's outline, and that's going to be these two. Going off of the video and going off of the page, they made two of these identical, so it would build up the card. What we're going to do is go ahead and ink up one of these edges, because you're going to be able to see this hairline. This hairline is going to be sticking out, and it's going to be one of the dimensions in there. So we're going to go ahead and ink this up. Let's go ahead and ink up these edges right here. Put this one away. And now what we're going to do is do the hairline. I think that's the only thing you're going to be able to see is the hair. So but this yellow looks great on here. So that's going to be enough of that. Go ahead. If you hear any whistling, I have a very old house. We live in a 1929's house, and it has radiator heating, and it is actually turning on today. So if you hear a little whistling in the background, that's what it is. Sometimes it's my cat, and sometimes it's the heater. So now all we're going to do is find the corner, and we're going to match up this corner really good. I'm going to pinch that, match up these two corners. As soon as you get those two corners to lay down, it should all lay down together. Okay, so now the next piece we're going to do is the white, and I am not going to ink this. I'm going to leave this just crispy white. We're going to go ahead and let that white shine a little bit, and we are going to go this way with it, because this goes around the hair right here. You can see how it lays on here. It lays on here very good. Really fun and easy to put together. It's not hard at all. And all we're going to do is find this corner right here. And I'm going to start at this corner and work my way around. I think once I get this lined up, this is going to fall into place really good. We just want to be careful that we don't get anything on there. So we're just going to kind of even it out a little bit. Okay, so the next thing we're going to work on is the shadows of Chloe. These are the shadows of Chloe, and I believe it goes yellow, pink, tan color. So, and what the pink is, the yellow is going to be for the hair, the strands of hair. The pink is going to be for the lips, and then the nude is going to be for the skin. So you want to do it in those layers just because it gives it dimension, the card dimension, and it builds up the character. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the yellow one first. I am going to go ahead and highlight the hairs. I'm going to go ahead and ink up the hair just because you're going to be able to see these hairs but nothing else. So we're going to go back with our yellow, and I'm just going to go along this hairline. So there's that. Let's go around the tummy, go around the head. It's right on top of here. And she should line up right with every little piece. So you want to make sure she's lined up really, really good because you want her to match exactly so she's not off. Because if you get one layer off, then the whole layer will be off. So you got key points to look at. You got this edge right here. You got this edge right here, this point, and this little pucker piece right here. And that should line you up completely. And then you got the top of the head. So it looks like we're completely on. That looks good. So layer these two together. You can put any kind of clothing, any kind of material. I kind of stayed with the same colors that they did just because it's for a baby girl. So I went with the pink. I thought the pink kind of matched a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and line these up. And then we're going to see that was a little bit easier to get together. Very good. So next what we're going to do is go ahead and adhere this to this piece. So we just want to go around those edges and give it a little bit of glue in the middle to hold her in there. And there's this little pucker piece right here that you should be able to get on. So there we go. That looks really good. That lined up very well. Easy peasy. This just fits together so good. And this actually, give it a little squish, a little bit of love. This actually is building up to be a nice thickness. It's a very nice thickness right here. So the one thing that they did do is for the eye, you're going to have to go over that with a brown marker because her eye's going to be closed. So I'm going to go with it with a brown, like fine tip brown markers. And you can get a fine tip in there very well. And there we go. So next we're going to do is we're going to work on the clothing. And we're going to layer those up and then we'll go from there. I'm sure we're going to have to do some ink blending. Okay, so now that we're done with our inking, and I did emboss this. I just threw it my embosser and gave it a little dimension and ink blend that one. So I did ink blend all of my skirt pieces, my dress pieces. So this one's going to go first. This one's going to go next. It's going to line up right here in this little void area. This is a perfect match. And it's going to start building the bust. And then we'll put this piece on, and then that piece. So we're going to go ahead and do this one. Just need enough to keep those edges down. And then we're going to put that in there so it doesn't fall. You can go right along this little peak. And you line up that little pucker piece right there. Perfect. This is so elegant. I'm totally in love with this card. I really like this card a lot. Piece on next to it. It fits right next to it like a little puzzle piece. It fits like a puzzle. Like I haven't had any problems with anything. Everything seems to be fitting really good. We're gonna go with this little piece right here. And I kind of try to stay with the same colors that they used. Like I said, just because it's going to be for a little baby girl. And it's for a mom to be. It's going to go over the top right here. And it's going to lay across everything. So this one's got a little bit of design on it. So you got to be a little careful with your glue. But I don't think that's going to cause us a problem. And then what we're going to do is we're going to match this up here first before we lay this down. There we go. Look how stinking cute. Gorgeous. I like the colors too. I didn't know if I liked my colors, but I do like the colors. It's looking good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do this little top piece right here, I believe. So next is going to be our arm. This is going to lay right where that little pucker is. So you want to get that one right on. And that looks like it's good. So that lays there. So then the next is going to be our purple piece. And we want to go ahead and line that up. And it's going to go just like this. It's a little tiny piece. But you want to make sure that you put it in the right one. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it right here. And then the next piece you're going to work on is going to be, this is going to be the hand. And it's going to go right on her belly, right in this little groove right here. Right there, like that. I'm going to put a little glue right here. Tweezers. And I'm going to put that right here. And it fits perfectly. It lines up right with that edge piece right there. It fits perfectly. So there. Okay, so now for the hair pieces, you have this piece, and this piece. This piece is going to angle right up here, right along the edge of her hair, her head. That little groove right there is going to go in. So this little piece, you don't have to like anchor these down. They're kind of wispy, but I like the kind of wispiness in a tweezers. And all I'm going to do is angle this right. You can see where it goes. You can see right on this edge right here. It fits perfectly. That's like what I said. This whole entire thing is like a little puzzle. I love it. It's been easy. You're going to go ahead and pop these two together. And all I'm going to do is put a little bit of glue on this little baby one. Make sure those little points are really good because those are going to be what's sticking. And then we're just going to go down this little tip. Glue. Once it's together, you're just going to kind of put a little bit of glue on the back. So this one, we're going to kind of angle back a little bit. We want to get that so the forehead's covered and the back of the head is covered. There we go. And that's how cute. This looks adorable. So let me go ahead and get my card base out. Okay, so now we're going to finish up. Cut out the envelope. I've already cut out the envelope. This is the pieces to the envelope. I did double up my heart because I wanted to kind of be above the envelope. So this is my envelope. This is the items with my envelope. This is my card base. I am not doing anything on the inside of the card base. Again, this is for my niece. I'm going to go ahead and do a personalized message with her. So the only thing that we have to do now is go ahead and put Chloe on the front. Now what we're going to do is go ahead and put Chloe on the front. She is adorably cute. I love this card. It's gorgeous. And this fits very well. This is going to fit right at this corner. She is very thick. She is almost like chipboard. She is a very thick file. So I don't know if this is where they popped it up with foam squares at the end of the video, but I'm going to try to see. I might actually pop her up off the card. She goes right here. This is where she lines up. And then you go ahead and put her down. But I think I'm going to go ahead and, if I was putting this in the mail, I would not. I'm not going to put this in the mail. I'm going to be going to an actual baby shower. So I'm going to go ahead and put this up on foam squares. So I do believe I'm going to go ahead and pop this up, but it's going to look great on the front. She is so cute, elegant. I love it. It's adorable. But the next thing we're going to work on is our envelope. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and flip it over. This piece goes on here, and I'm going to put this textured side out along this edge, and then I'm going to follow this edge. That way I have wiggle room with this. And then what we're gonna do is try not to miss it. And then I'm just gonna do a little bit right here, a real thin line around this area, just so my card, this piece of paper sticks to this right here. So we will do that. There we go. That should work. So now what we're going to do is go ahead and put this piece right here. I'm going to try to line it up the best I can. And we're going to slide it up until and over until that should be good right there. There we go. That looks good. It's nice and even. So we're going to do that. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and bend these here. They do little score lines so it's easy to perforate. It's basically a perforated edge that we can fold it. And what we're going to do is do this with this. I love this paper. It's so cute. So those are all folded in. And I believe what we're going to do is go ahead and put this one here. This one. Actually, we're going to go like this. These ones are going to go down. And I'm going to find out where this ends. And it ends up pretty high. So I can go ahead and go right around these edges right here. Actually, let me go ahead. Before I do that, I want to make sure Chloe's pretty thick. So I want to make sure Chloe's going to fit in here before I kind of put everything down. So let me see if I have enough room. If I glue it tight, I might have to leave these up here open a little bit just so we have an extra room for it to go down. So let's make sure everything fits in there. I love how they give you the envelopes for your project. So that's a nice tight fit. So I'm going to go ahead and glue up here because I have plenty of room. I love the fact that this actual thing comes with an envelope. That is great in my book. Go ahead and glue these edges. So we're going to put a little glue right here. Glue down the side. Glue right here. Glue right here. And that should be enough. And then we're just going to go ahead and put this in there so it doesn't fall. We're just going to go ahead and give that a good seal. We're going to put something heavy on this so it stays shut and sealed. We still have one little piece to put on there. We have to put the little heart on there. And what I did was double up my heart so it kind of stands out on the envelope. If I was putting this in the mail, I would not double up my heart. So we're gonna set that aside and we're gonna work on Chloe. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put Chloe up. We're gonna anchor her up a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and put some foam dots on here, foam squares on here, just to kind of give it some elevation. So what I'm gonna do is push this stuff out of the way and we're gonna put some foam squares down. These are kind of skinny, so they should go on here really good. You don't need a lot. You just want to make sure that everything is even and that everything is going to come up on it's not going to sink on you. So this area is kind of hollow, so you want to make sure that this one's got a few dots on it. The bad part, I don't have any square or skinny tape to go all the way around. So we're going to be taking off a lot of little adhesive dots. So little squares. Little squares. But that's all right. So what I'm going to do is you get the hint. You're just going to go all the way around the base. And then we're going to go up to here a little bit. Just to kind of pop her up off the ground. And you can see it's not going to be much. But it'll give her enough dimension to get up off of the card itself. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'll be right back on. Okay, so now that we have all the backings off of our little stickies, our little puffy dots, I keep on calling them dots, but they're obviously squares. So now that we have all of our stickers off, we're going to go ahead and place this on here. And what we want to do is line this corner up as best as possible. And we want it to be straight. So once that's on, give a good push. There we go. Look how adorably cute this is. This is gorgeous. So their video, they do have a piece that goes in the middle, and it's a piece of white here, a piece of cardstock, white cardstock here, white cardstock here, and there is a gift bag in the middle that you build. We are not going to do that with this card. I'm going to put my own personal sentiment in the middle. Again, it's for my niece who is expecting her first daughter. So this is our finished card. Let's go ahead and finish our envelope. It's all nice and popped up and looks good. Looks really, really good. Nice and clean. This is glued nicely. It's stuck. We're going to close this, and what we're going to do is go ahead and put our heart right in there. And this heart's going to go right in this middle right here. And it's going to stick out just a little bit because I made two. So there's that. And then you can either put a piece of Velcro, or you can put adhesive right here when you go to close your envelope. So that is our envelope. Look how cute that is. All the cards come with envelopes. So this one is going to be our Chloe, and she turned out so beautiful. Very beautiful. There's a few things I know that I need to perfect when I go to do the second card, but I definitely will be doing another card, another Chloe, and I'm eager to do the other two. But this one is gorgeous. You can go ahead and do different seasons with a tree. It's so cute. It's adorable. You can change up the clothing, change up the skin color, change up the hair color. You can do whatever you want in color-wise, but this is adorable. So we're going to go ahead and put this in here, and she fits beautifully. So that's it. That's our Chloe from Dreamin' Tree. It's my first adventure with Dreamin' Tree, but I do have other Dreamin' Tree ones that I have purchased that I am looking forward to building with you guys and putting videos out and sharing my experience with you. But this will definitely get made into another card. It is adorable. I absolutely love it. So this is our finished card. This is Chloe from the spring, I believe it's called the Spring Whispers collection. Set is very elegant. This card turned out very beautiful. I love it. The envelope I love. I'm glad that it comes with a template for the envelope. So this is our finished card. Again, it's the Spring Whispers collection. I'm in love with doing this file. I look forward to doing the other girl files and many other files that I have purchased. So you're going to see many more videos on Dreamin' Tree. Again, Dreamin' Tree does have a Facebook page, and then they also have a YouTube channel. I'll also put that in my description. They have tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of videos. Almost everything that they have that you can buy, there's a video on. So I do suggest that you go and look. That's how I figured I wanted to make Chloe and her friends. So again, this is Chloe from the Spring Whispers collection, and I will be doing more. This is our finished card. I hope you like what you saw today. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, lots of love, and I'll see y'all soon. Thank you for watching, my Craft Along buddies. If you loved what you saw today, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, lots of love, and see you soon.